Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to our second episode of Daily Shooters. I hope your week is well and your weekend is full of fun, or not. We don't have many stories today, but they are interesting. Yesterday was a great day for Battlefield with the release of the third and largest patch with over 400 fixes added to the game across all modes, and fans seemed happy, but that faded quick. Don't get me wrong, me, just like most players, were extremely happy to see the fixes that, in all honesty, should have been in the game at the launch. Some players weren't so jolly with the accidental leak this morning revealing the skin for the operator Boris, which has him dressed as Old Red Suit himself. Battlefield Bulletin put out a tweet the morning of December 2nd, 2021, pictures of a tank and a helicopter decked out in what can only be described as Christmas swag, a weapon mod by the name of The Dealmaker, and Boris dressed as Father Christmas himself. The caption of the tweet said, "Preview of the upcoming weekly mission rewards," and "The Battlefield 2042 preseason will last at least 8 weeks." That would put the earliest estimations of Season 1 release in the first weeks of February at the very least. Battlefield Bulletin has since removed the tweet, leaving us to believe they revealed something too soon. Players have been very outspoken about their opinion of Mr. Claus. Predominantly what they are upset about is how far away from Battlefield's core style it strays. Reddit users took to the boards to vent their opinions. One of them, by the handle The Huskarl, stated, "I have never seen such a strange juxtaposition in tone built into a game. It's really very odd. I would love to have seen the discussion that went into this." I can't say I disagree with our friend on this one. The biggest request players have made to DICE and EA is to allow a toggle option to turn the holiday themes off, allowing them to sell their product, but give players the power to see it if they want to. Who's to know if this is a one-time gig or a very unwelcomed new company practice of holiday themes? The last thing I have for you guys in the realm of Battlefield news is Vince Zampella of Respawn is taking control of the Battlefield franchise going forward as of today in an attempt by EA and DICE executives to grow the development team. Yes, Mr. Zampella is taking the former GM Os Gabrielson's job. Mr. Gabrielson, in an interview with GameSpot, stated that the overall intent of the companies is to build a connected Battlefield universe. Mr. Gabrielson is being replaced directly with Rebecca Kotaz. Her resume is stout, to say the least. Her last position was as Ubisoft's Annecy Studio Director. Another notable addition, out of many great additions to this already stacked team, will be Marcus Leto. If you're forgetting the name, this is the king who gave us Master Chief. He was the lead designer on that project for Bungie. Mr. Leto is obviously being brought on in a design capacity. By this point, you have to be asking yourself, what did he mean by connected Battlefield experience? Well, IGN author George Yan said, quote, "As for what could be in store for a connected universe, Battlefield Mobile is in development over at Industrial Toys, along with DICE working on the next-gen Battlefield title for both PC and consoles. Additionally, Ripple Effects Studios, formerly DICE LA, is also working on a yet-to-be-announced project that will follow Battlefield 2042. End quote. It's not much, but it is the best we have at the moment, and I saw his picture. He's a good guy. Y'all good. All I can say is, hopefully this new team cleans this absolute dumpster fire that has become of this legendary franchise, and I don't say that lightly. I think we've worried over the issues of 2042 for long enough. By this point, I'm going to say it's safe to assume you've all heard of the new Warzone map called Dara, a map that brings us in line with Vanguard's World War II aesthetic. Will we get another send-off like last season? Are we in store for a nuclear bombardment, or will they bring back a fast-paced in-game mission for players to enjoy the final moments that they have with their old habitation? Well, are you ready? I've found, through rigorous digging, the brave journalists over at the PCGamer.com have revealed that basically no info has been given on the events surrounding Verdansk's send-off. Yeah, your imagination is the best guess we have right now. So moving on. Destiny 2 is releasing new DLC for Bungie's 30th anniversary pack, and some of the photos that were released onto a Steam page known as The Pack are leaving some players wondering if Bungie is trying to tie the two universes together. Confirmed by Polygon.com, Bungie has already admitted to putting the Sword from Myth and an armor set derived from the design of an armor in a pre-Halo title, Marathon. Most of you already know that Bungie split from Microsoft years ago, leaving 343 Studios to pick up the licensing and take over the production of Halo. This has left Bungie unable to do any form of crossover with these two titles in the past, but two pictures might be singing a different tune. These two images out of the Dares of Eternity free-to-play activity had players getting all riled up. In this image, you can clearly see two players with what looks like UNSC-issued battle rifles and two players with what looks like a possible beam rifle or carbine rifle. Now, let me reiterate real quick that these are just speculations from an image. No concrete statements have been released from Bungie telling us definitively if any crossover between the titles is even happening, and these could just be loosely based on Halo content with no attachment to the Master Chief universe. All we can say for sure is the PAX Steam page has confirmed all these weapons are inspired by Bungie's past. Now, if you are looking for the most up-to-date info when it comes to this story, go over, check out the guys at polygon.com. Keep an eye out for an update. They give you great content. That is all the stories that I have for this Friday. Thank you everybody who watched this whole video and supports me. Look back on the channel tomorrow for any updates to these stories or for new stories as they develop. I hope you enjoyed today's video and hope to see you in the next one. See you guys later.